Hi, welcome back. This is Quilt North's Block of the Month for 2025, Nordic Echo. This is our month 3 tutorial. This is for November. So in your kit, you should receive 10 small white triangles, 2 small navy, 4 small teal. And then you're going to get some parallelograms. There's going to be 4, 2 in each direction. Those are in navy. And 2 teal squares and 2 gray squares. The first unit we're going to make are just some half square triangles again. We've done this every month so far. It's very similar. 2 in white and teal and 2 in teal and navy. I really sped up the sewing on this video because it's not very different from any other month. I just laid everything together, matched up those engineered corners, and sewed them together. If you ever have any questions about any of this stuff, there's so many good tutorials online, and obviously please feel free to email me. Again, following the pressing instructions, I pressed everything in the direction I stated on the sheet. The white and teal are going to go to the teal, and the teal and navy are going to go to the navy. Our next unit is we're just going to make a 4 patch from these. The first seam we're going to do is the 2 rows. Lay them out just like in the diagram, and sew those first seams, and then there's again pressing instructions so that everything nests together and will come out. They sort of press towards the teal and navy unit for each, and then you can see again this is the orientation of everything so nothing gets turned around. We're going to sew this seam here in just a sec. All right, and here is us just sewing the last seam on that 4 patch. When we move to the pressing, I don't think I got a good shot of me picking out those 3 stitches so that I can swirl the seams. I think but again, there's a really nice video. Follow the QR code on your instructions. Our next unit we're going to do is these parallelograms. You want to kind of pay attention to your orientation and what side you're sewing things to, because it can get a little bit tricky if you get things mixed up, and you want your longest side of your triangle going on the longer side of the parallelogram. One of the corners will line up with the straight side, and the other will have the navy will have a dog ear. So as you can see here, I'm just sewing on 4 of them to one side of the parallelogram, and then I didn't stop to press in between. I just kind of finger press them out of the way because the seams don't cross, so it doesn't affect how they come out if you can just kind of finger press, as you can see, the white triangle out of the way and just do the other side. It saves you depending on how far away your ironing board is, it saves you a few steps or a few seconds. And as you can see, one side will line up for each triangle and the other side won't, and so you just have to kind of eyeball and make sure you're getting it lined up properly. I wouldn't use a scant quarter here because it really does, it's engineered with the AccuQuilt for the full 1/4 inch. When people were testing this, many people preferred to press it open and had better luck with that. So if that works better for you, definitely go for that. I pressed everything towards the navy because again, I like to hide those seams or those seam allowances, and then I like to have the opportunity to stitch in the ditch. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the squares, the 4 patch and the parallelogram units, and make another 9 patch. We're going to sew these first 3 rows, and again, I didn't press in between during my row sewing because the seams don't cross, so it doesn't really matter. So this is me sewing the first side on of each of the rows, and then I just finger pressed and went to the other side. The top and bottom units are the same. The middle is obviously a little is bigger, so sometimes that feels odd. This is just, you know, a quick. So I did throw a pin through where the parallelogram and the white square met so that it lined up a little better with my 4-patch. And then I pressed the top and bottom unit towards the squares and the middle unit towards the 4-patch. I did not get a good file of me sewing the 4-patch or the rows of the 9-patch together. Sorry about that. And then I just pressed towards the edge of each. But as always, press how feels best for you. It's a pretty easy block. The parallelograms can feel a little awkward. I hope everything comes out well. If there's any problems, please let me know. Again, my email and phone number are on everything. And here's our finished unit. I hope you guys enjoy. Happy sewing.